You check us out, sign up now, and receive 25% off your first order when subscribing to our newsletter with code SIGN
George Floyd, he pretty much got the conversation going, man. He like his daughter said when she Stephen Jackson held her up. I'm wild. Stephen Jackson held up. My daddy changed the world, and like I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been around. I'm 37 years old, man. I've seen a lot of people get killed at the hands of cops and at the hands of white racists, if you want to call them that, racist white people. And this is the first time I can pretty
call them that. That's a fact, man.
That's what it is. Yeah, facts. That's what it is. But this is the first time I'm actually seeing it gaining this traction. Like I'm seeing them in Australia. You know, Australia's known for being racist.
Yeah.
Australia out here protesting, saying Black Lives Matter. And, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing them worldwide. Like they in France, it's everywhere. I never seen anything like it. I ain't see it for Eric Garner. I ain't see it for Trayvon. I ain't see it for Amadou. You know what I'm saying? The list just keep going on and on. So hopefully, you know. Oh yeah. First and foremost, before we start anything, yo, happy birthday to Breonna Taylor, man.
You know Word. Happy birthday, baby girl. Rest in peace. For real,
man. Like, and they opened that case back up. So you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully something, you know, hopefully, you know,
something come about that, right? For sure.
Yeah, man. Like it's the conversation that we've been needed to have, you know.
Yeah.
So just more or less.
What, fellas?
Ain't nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Since we on that topic, you know what I'm saying? So we might as well get it going from the rip, you know what I mean? So protests, you know what I'm saying? Riots, looting, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is it justified madness as far as from the riot and looting standpoint? Or is it just, you know what I'm saying, greed and people making a mockery out of actually, you know, what we're really fighting for?
Yo, man, I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Like how people used to always sit there and be like, don't judge all the cops and say all cops are bad just off the actions of a few cops. Well, you could say the same thing about these protesters and rioters, you know what I'm saying? You know, like there's a lot of people that's out there just protesting, and then there's people that's doing that. You got the people that's looting, but at the end of the day, it's like, yo, truthfully, yo, man, like this is America. We build on capitalism, B.
Oh yeah.
You want to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fuck niggas' money up in order to get them to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad. Like people was like, oh my God, like these kids is wilding. Like it's a part of me. That shit warmed my heart, man. Like on some real shit. Like there's a part of me. I'm sitting there and I'm looking. I'm like, damn, yo, like that wasn't me. Like I was already conditioned to the fact that, oh no, don't argue with the cops and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't my generation. So these young kids, they wilding. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, like the city. I'm looking at these videos. It's looking like Bane took over the city and shit. But hey, it's what it is, man. If that's gonna get the mess, if that's what we gotta do to get the fucking, you know, to get the conversation started, it is what it is, yo. Like, how y'all feel about it?
Right, Mike.
Can't tell people. You said I feel exactly how you feel too. You know, at the same time, sometimes you can't tell people how to feel. At the end of the day, like you know, there's a lot going on. There's no jobs. There's no nothing. You know, justified if it's in our own neighborhood. You know, those type of things and whatnot. But, you know, maybe that's a little maybe too crazy. But, I mean, understanding, man, we in crazy times right now, man. You can't, certain people got different feelings. And a lot of time, and honestly, a lot of that, I forgot the organization that people were saying, too. They had a lot to do with it, too. You were saying
Antifa?
Yeah, he was paying off a lot of people, you know, from what I was just doing the research on. Like, you just gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? So, everything ain't us. I'm not going to say some of it wasn't people just, like, you know, going in as far as, like, following the leader, you know, everybody.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything ain't us. Like they were saying, like you had to be watch out because there was a lot of groups out there. Like they said, they had anarchists out there.
Right.
They had all types of people out there. Like they had people out there that was just put there to fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just all about the planning of it and what we doing with it. That's the long term. It's just like playing with the guys, you know, for everything. But everybody got different emotions. Everybody got different feelings right now. And that goes even back to that stuff we were talking about with mental health. Everybody got different stuff, man. A lot of people tired. A lot of people just goes through it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what people going through, man. You don't know what people going to do to say. Sometimes you just got to get in people's pockets. But as far as everything else, you know, let's take care of our own, you know, our own stuff. You can't know that from everything. It's not like we had like, black owned on everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, too. You know, people not knowing. But
I did see the black
and my bad to cut you off and shit, but the whole agenda, you know what I'm saying, no justice, no peace, right? So and in that realm, if we looking at it from that standpoint, we're gonna tear up shit because we tired of getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Chris Rock might have said it, like You know what I'm saying? Like, they call us endangered species, but they protected by the law. Like, we ain't protected by the law. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We
Facts.
can't even run to them for something. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I just think more or less like the whole, and I can't say we not involved with it, because it's been scenes where I've seen us involved with it. But however, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, there gotta be some sort of point we gotta make with regard to this whole thing. And I applaud everybody out there protesting. It's going on what? Shit, 9 days of protesting.
Like
you know
10,
what I'm saying?
11, like 10.
Like, yo, fam, like, this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that's been ongoing for years. You know what I'm saying? And we might protest for a day or two, but they doing it for shit going on 8-9 days straight. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that's just gonna go away and just be washed away. Like, this is something that we striving for some sort of progress, some sort of change. So now it's just what's going to be taken into effect in order for some of these things to change. You know what I'm saying? As far as policing, you know what I'm saying? How is that going to be evaluated moving forward? Some of these laws and the systematic, you know what I mean, oppression as far as with systemic racism and you know, things like that. So shit, even to our schooling, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that need to be changed. And I'm glad that this is not something that just flew away, you know what I'm saying, the day after it happened, something that went on for 2 or 3 days. Like, shit, they was riding for a few days, then it went to peaceful protest, and that's just what it is. Out here, shit, they removing them monuments, Robert Lee Monument, you know what I'm saying, getting rid of that shit, what they still
Robert E. Lee, it's out of here.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, like, it got to be some sort of progress, man. You know what I mean? And it's funny to me how, like, you see in some of these places, I think it was somewhere in Indiana, they was protesting, and you see all these white people on the side with the
guns, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, you think that's scaring somebody? Like, you know what I mean? Like, dogs, like, we got rifles too. You know what I'm saying? So more or less, I'll bring them to this rally, and you know what I mean? Whatever happened. But more or less, this is something that has to be done, dogs. We can't be treated like we're less than what we are. This ain't slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done did 300 years of that shit. There's no more. You know what I mean? So I'm with the cause, man. Whatever needs to be done for some change to happen, man. It's 2020, man. About to be 2021, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit got to change, man. Yeah.
Definitely.
Moving along, you know what I'm saying? The whole Blackout Tuesday that we just came out of Tuesday, which was what, June 2nd? You know what I'm saying? So what was our feelings on that? How were you initially in regards to the whole movement? Like, how did you feel about the whole blackout? What did that represent to you all?
Like, it was cool at first to me. Like, it just represented, like, at first I was confused. I was asking my peoples. I'm like, yo, dogs, you think this is a way they trying to, like, silence us? Because, you know, like, Tuesday was a Super Tuesday. It was Super Tuesday in, like, a number of states. For people to get out there and vote. So I'm looking at it, you know, it's so much shit so much information on the internet now. You don't know what's for you or what's not. You don't know if you're doing things for a good cause and if not. So you got to think. But it was pretty much just just focus my energy and try to put, like, instead of posting nonsense, just post positive stuff, Black entrepreneurs, Black history information, just like I had a call. It was Tuesday night. I had a call with the bros on Tuesday night, and we had councilman from out here in Brooklyn, Robert Cornegie. He was on there with us. We had a couple of congressmen, U.S. congressmen, and they were just sitting there talking about House resolutions and stuff that we're trying to push forward. And actually, Carney got on a call, and he was like, "Yo, they changed the curfew from 11 to 8." And truthfully, he was like, "Yo, personally, I feel as though moving that up earlier, it just gives police more time to do negative policing." You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about the curfews, but you think about the people that's really affected by curfews. People that work 9 to 5 mostly are white people. Like, Black people are the ones that usually have the wild schedules. You know, so it's like that could be like considered kind of like, that's kind of racist on the low. Be not racist, but I'm just saying, like, if you really want to get technical about that shit, like, white people ain't going to work at night like that, B. Black people are. So that shit is really affecting more of our people than.
I see them hemming up essential workers and all that out there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But he was just sitting there and saying, like, there's different things that we could do. Like, you could post, you could, like, I pay for the bill members out there, because I know I wasn't at any of the parades. I wasn't protesting. It's still COVID out there. So I'm gonna do what I could do. I donated to George Floyd, and I donated to the Minnesota, the protesters that was to their bill. So that's what I did. And then, like, now I'm looking at these House resolutions. You got 11714 that's stop militarizing law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that they be having, like, it's ridiculous. Like, you look at the equipment that NYPD got, and you look at their budget, last year, their annual budget was $6 million, B. And that's why it's like, you see Donald Trump talking about, oh, Cuomo should have took the help when I tried to offer the National Guard. NYPD really don't need the National Guard, B. We NYPD, ain't them little towns, man. If they really wanted to put them niggas on the street, they really wanted to make the call, they could bring out, you know what I'm saying? Like, the force is big, yo. So it's like, it's just like certain things you got to look at. You got to hold the congressman accountable, B. Like our congressman, I think that's what we got to hold accountable. And when it comes to voting, we always saying vote, vote, vote. You got to read and see what these people are pushing, man.
Your research, like, man. For sure.
You got to research, man. You got to see what they pushing, man. Just because they
just vote Democrat, dog.
Yeah, just because it's Democrat and all, like, nah, man. You got to see what's in it for you, how's it helping your community, and how's it bettering you. But I got off topic, but yeah, that's what the
that shit. That's in that. Basically, everything what we talking about right now.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, but that's what I did on
Tuesday. Exactly speak on it. So do what you got. Let that go.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's what I did with the whole Blackout Tuesday thing, man. I just tried to like get a better understanding of how this whole thing worked, man. Because been marching, ain't nothing happened. We've been donating, we've been standing there, we've been talking, fuck the police, all this other shit. Yeah, it's time to do something, man. You got to do something.
Yeah, for sure. Mike, what's your feelings on Blackout Tuesday, man?
I think there was like two. I had to, like I said, same as well too, man. Anything I could do as well, but I had to look into it. I know first it started off, I think, with the music industry. I know the music industry, they go into the second part of they're putting out their music and whatnot. So I think they was just like, for them, that was something that they had started. I saw, but it was actually from I forgot. I think I forgot who they said it was from. But somebody that was in the music industry, from a black-owned lady in the music industry. But it's a good cause. I think you said too, though. It blacked out a lot of stuff. You can see the hashtags and everything was gone from that day. And also, we still gotta have conversations beyond that black box. You know what I'm saying? Like there was people that I had, like, just non-black friends, white friends, just like still doing that. But we still gotta have context about that joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just can't put a black box and just be like, all right, we cool, like next. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I've been doing it before. You're just gonna keep seeing in my story just black-owned businesses, man. Like I think that's just the most important thing that we gotta keep doing. I'm educating myself. Me and mine have just tapped into like donating and whatnot as well. But I'm just getting more info myself. Like you said, the voting as well, where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Making sure to vote, all those things where I'm at too. So it's just like, doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's what it is, man. Doing the work, doing the education, doing the research. That's all I just been doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So I could pass it down as well to my cousins that may not know nothing about it. Like, yo, we got to vote. When this is, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Letting them know because they don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think with the whole Blackout Tuesday, more or less, it was a show of camaraderie. So I think just from across the board, everyone was saying black out your page. So you won't post the daily stuff that you would normally post. You would just post a black picture, just in essence for the whole movement. You know what I'm saying? So just in regards to Black Lives Matter, us changing some, some laws and some legislation in effect that's going to benefit us at the end of the day. So I just think it was a sign of camaraderie and solidarity. So more or less, I respected that and I understood what the whole message was, more or less. Me, I'm not a person that kind of conform to everything everybody else is doing, more or less. So I always sit back and watch. But I always do my research, man, before anything. Before I speak on it, I want to be knowledgeable. I don't want to be ignorant to the fact. If I'm ignorant to something, I'm just not going to talk about it. I'm going to do my research. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I listen and watch. So more or less, that's what I believe what the Blackout Tuesday was for. You know what I'm saying? And from what I kind of researched and kind of viewed. So everybody got their whole don't do it because you're saying that they're going to take away our rights for this, that. It's always some sort of some shit that got to be involved with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Everything, yo.
Man, I understand it's an agenda behind an agenda, but come on, man. Something as simple as that. Like, they ain't telling you to stop whatever social media presence you have to, you know what I'm saying, to stop talking about Black Lives Matter or whatever the case may be. It just was one day in what you showed. So you know what I mean, more or less I ain't really tap into too much, but I understood the cause, and you know what I'm saying, it was something dope. So, you know what I'm saying, glad to see we all finally trying to make some sort of progress and coming together for the betterment of everyone, you know what I mean? But more or less, it definitely need to be for our black asses.
Yeah.
We tired of going through this torture, you know what I mean? For sure.
You gotta keep on that moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all great. I salute that 100%, like the whole togetherness, but now we just gotta keep it moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't let up.
Hell no, we can't let up, man. We can't let up, man.
Yeah, so
as long as we black, man, we can never let up, man. We gotta keep fighting, gotta keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep it moving, yeah.
All right, so more or less, you know what I'm saying, shouting out just some small black business owners. You know what I'm saying? I got a little list, and I'm gonna just shout out a couple people. You know what I mean? Shout out my man Dada, Asado Ade. That's my dog. Shout out Dada. Shout out my homegirl Britt, Teeny B's Catering out in Richmond. My man, I'm sorry, to kind of backtrack, Asado Ade, my man Dada, out in Baltimore. Shout out to him, clothing line. Shout out to my homegirl Britt, Teeny B's Catering, out in Richmond, Virginia. Shout out to my man Ray Cherry, Cherry Group Realtor, out in Richmond, Virginia. My man AT, Deposit Made, accessory, clothing, things of that nature, out in Richmond as well. My homegirl Ryan, OG Naturals, beard butter, beard cream, you know what I'm saying? Skin butter. I'm pronouncing shit wrong, but you got it just what I'm saying. My man Al Patron, the Invented Network, author, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneur. That's my guy. Shout out to Al, man. My man D Block, Always First Class, clothing line. And lastly, my man Melvin Davis, author as well. Hill for Love is in stores now. Go check them out. And of course, promotional use only. You know what I mean? So it's more or less, man, just shouting out some black business owners, some small business owners. Anybody I want to shout out?
Yeah, we gonna. Damn, I have a bunch, man.
I have a bunch too, man.
We can go through the list, whatever. Lit Brooklyn. Another great one with candles. Everybody's probably known that. We got meetpepperb.com. For anybody that's tapping in as far as anything, resources of makeup, anything as far as beauty wise and skincare. You know, that's the info. You go to that, meetpepperb.com. Over 10 years of experience, you're going to get the best of that.
What up, Pep?
Of course, my queen, you know what I'm saying? We got, and there's a bunch. Hold on. We got Sentiments, another black-owned candle company out in Baltimore, Maryland. Damn, there's so many. Let me see. I got a couple that I just threw out.
My fault. Promotional use only .us, not .com. Sorry, my bad.
Yes, .us, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let me see. Somebody. Des with it. She's a great artist. You can check into her too, out in Florida. Her Instagram is Des with it, DESWITIT. At Instagram. And there's so many. Real estate agent. That I spoke on before. Dinner plates and realestates.com. You can check in with her. If anybody right now too, that's important. I know everybody's probably looking into real estate agents, trying to get apartments and stuff. Definitely check in with her. Dinner plates at realestates.com. Something with that. And we're gonna do this even going forward. So these are the few that I have. You can go ahead. Chad, if you got
I just got 3 right now. I got so many, man. I got 3 off top. Well, actually 4, because one of my mans is actually running for next week on June 9th in South Carolina. He's running for Richland County Council, District 8. So we're gonna shout out Grant for SC. You can go to www.grantforsc.com. You know, I mean, SC, vote for that man, yo. Like that's my chapter, bro, my young boy. I got my homegirl Najee. They got the Beauty Cave on First Ave between 111 and 112. It's like a spa, you know what I'm saying? Get your hair done, get your nails done.
Nice.
You can get dudes that got the messed up hairlines like me. You can even go waves and all that. They do all of that.
Get the implant.
My man Reg on First Avenue between 115 and 116 got the new level juice bar. You know what I'm saying? Like he had that. He was the first person in the hood. Mm-hmm. He was on my side with it, and then you know what I'm saying, like people did some bullshit and he had to move to 115, but he still got all his customers. He was the first one that had us on the healthy shit, yo. He used to always tell us, yo, y'all eating all that fried shit and ain't it? So shout out to Reg and Pay, they doing their thing. And shout out to Ebony and Ivy Boutique, Sherry and my homegirl Sharika. They got their little shit is classy, man. Little clothing joint. Just smooth. It's so many, man. I got so many people.
Yeah.
Yo, my fault, y'all. I know y'all got tight, but yo. Man. We got time.
I think we're gonna do it for everybody. You know, we're gonna start like tapping in with everybody and bring people on. You know what I'm saying, because I think that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
The joints are circulating between everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how we got to do it.
And just to go back to move forward real quick, you know what I'm saying? As far as the whole looting thing, I think working ass backwards, we looting black businesses too. You know what I'm saying? It's for real. So, more or less, that's why I say do your research, do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Like if niggas gonna loot, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying it's just all us, and I understand, you know what I'm saying? I ain't sitting here saying, yo, I condone it, but
get back up. I know everybody be like, oh yeah, you can get like whatever brand, depending on those other brands that whatever happened. Oh yeah, they got insurance, but nah, not for the other ones. I don't know everybody.
Not the mom and pop joints like that insurance. You don't know when that kick in. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Those ain't big corporations backing them, so it's like.
Right. And we don't own a lot, so the shit that we do own, we got to preserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Got to preserve it. And that was the problem I had when I seen like the marches coming into like my neighborhood, the way I'm at now, Flatbush and stuff. And I'm like, yo, why these people had to come this route? There's no big stores over here. All you got is mom and pop stores. Like, don't mark up their shit. Don't tag that up. Like, take that shit downtown. Take it to Metro Tech. Take it to City Point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you over here for?
Yeah,
but dude, so
I agree with that 100%.
For sure.
Yeah, but,
so yeah, we gonna shift it. Go ahead, Mike. What you was about to say before we shift it?
Yeah, we gonna definitely tap into more like small businesses as we own, because I think that's just it too. You know what I mean? Like I think that's like the most important thing right now to keep everything pushing, keeping forward. You know what I'm saying? Like some people may know people that don't even know people. Like there's so many conversations going on, there's so many things going on, and you be like, oh, I know this person. Okay, so it's like. Now we just got to do the homework, do the like you said. It's all about
network. Yeah.
It's the link, yo. Yeah.
Network. For sure.
And stop messing with these later on. Stop messing with like all these luxury like brands and stuff like that. We got to get rid of that. We got to hit their pockets. You said we got to tap their pockets. Leave them alone.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man, because niggas gonna be right back in them stores, nigga. Couple weeks, couple months. You know what I'm saying? We can't be loyal to shit, man.
Yeah, you know how it be, man.
Yeah.
You know that's why we can't build up. You know what I'm saying? We should have like 30 black walls, nigga, 300 black Wall Streets right now. You know what I'm saying? In existence.
It definitely be that. It be that, and it be cats, and it just be cats trying to get over one another, man. Like I have no problem with paying money for quality products, man.
Right.
Like, but when you try to get over on me, like just like we had these talks, but like when niggas
for sure.
$40, sell you a Sunwear T-shirt for $50, like my nigga, like come on, man. Like,
we still got some work to do for sure. We still got some work to do, man.
Make sure that we not like for the passionate ones that ain't just like rushing. You know what I'm saying? We really got to make sure too. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of the product and make sure, because you know at the end of the day, you represent ourselves. We don't, we represent your brand. You represent something bigger. Exactly. Like, even when people about the $40, I don't have no problem paying $40 for
like if I love it, me either.
Yeah, for sure. That's how it should be.
Make it something that, you know what I'm saying, that connects with the person. And then that's what we want to do. Our brand even try to do too for us, but it's like, that's something we want to continue to live by. Like, I want to continue to just tap in with your people, tap in with the actual person, you know what I'm saying?
Athletes, go to y'all high school, dudes in high school, man, go to HBCUs, man. You know what I'm saying? Build them programs. Especially, they're going to need it more than anything now, because you know how hard it's going to be for some of these HBCUs to bounce back after this whole COVID? So we're going to lose a lot of them, man.
They already talking, man. Like, they already like, like, it's going to be a problem. The HBCUs already have it bad. Like, you got the big ones that do well, but it is a lot of them not doing well. And that's another problem I have. That's a whole different show. Like, it's more HBCUs than Howard, fucking Morehouse and Clark, man, and Hampton. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only ones they always talk about. It's like there's a plethora. There's a bunch of them. Be like,
it's bad enough they can't make a lot of them. It's hard. They have a hard time maintaining their accreditation. So now, with this setback, how they gonna move forward? You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of stuff that we should be doing as a community that we don't do. But hopefully, man, it's opened up a lot of eyes, man, so we can continuously do it, man.
And I hope these prospects do that, man, because it make like, if you already a high school prospect, it's like, dogs, you going to the league anyway. You ain't doing 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
for sure. Imagine Zion at the HBCU for that 1 year.
It would have been crazy. For 1 year. Yeah. For 1 year, that'd have been love, yo. Like, come on, man. You get your team in the dance and all that. Like, that shit is dope. Yeah. Like,
wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Like,
so as we shift it, you know what I'm saying? As we proceed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our sports conversations, you know what I'm saying? Basketball returning July 31st. How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling?
Yo, man, the Knicks should be part of that 22, man. We had a chance, B.
Yeah, it's quiet. See y'all in December. See y'all December 1st.
Yo, man, I'm so through with it, especially after your man Dolan didn't release a statement. It's like, yo, man, like, come on, B. You just can't get right.
Showing their true colors, man.
Yo, man, facts.
Like, on their true colors, man.
And everybody was saying it. Because Stephen A. and like, they like, yo, Dolan is one of the only owners that like employed a lot of black people, B. So for him to do this, it's like, why? like, cause you friends with Trump? Like, yo, come on, man. Like, dog. Like, shit, man.
Too much politics involved with all this shit, man.
Yeah, man, it's too much, yo. Too much, B. Too much. But I'm happy it's back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we gonna do with the fans, but they said they're gonna have the 2K. They're gonna have the 2K audience and for the fan music crowd on TV. Yeah, 2K should be lit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what they're saying is like they can bring family members, but they can only come during the playoffs. Like they can't come for the regular season joints. Oh, so I don't think they're gonna have fans for the regular season joint out in Disney.
That's only 8 games, right?
Yeah.
All right, I could do 8 games. So, you seen Trey Young? What was that, the night before last? You seen him?
Yo, I thought it was old. Yo, I thought it was old. Yo, that whole
social distancing.
Yo, nobody had a mask on.
No
I was like, yo. Only thing I seen in the comments like, so COVID-19
it's over.
I was like, yo, and he was like he was going hard too. I was
yo,
like,
he was balling.
Yo, I said, yo, this gotta be old, yo.
I thought it was old too. And then I seen the Yahoo article like Trey Young drops 43. I was like, no.
In these next few weeks, we gonna really see if this shit really hitting like that, yo. Because I was like, yo,
that shit was packed.
That was gauchos and shit. That's what that shit looked like. Yo, that shit was crazy. Man.
Yeah,
Mike, how you feeling about the league returning, man?
Man, there's so much going on, man. I guess everybody need a little, you know what I'm saying, a little something good, some good news for everybody, especially for the homies. You know, a little bit of entertainment. You know, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Something a little bit. We need that right now. It's just crazy with everything still going on, man. With this whole like in the air, how they gonna structure that shit. But
KD and Kyrie got to come back, man.
Huh?
They got to come back to Brooklyn, man.
Who's
KD
that?
and Kyrie got to come back for Brooklyn, man.
They coming back, man.
I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. But like,
if they come back,
man, nobody want to see that, man. You know I'm a hater.
You gotta wait till December, man. I mean, you can enjoy the sports, though.
Man, I gotta wait till more to December, man. Nigga, I ain't never gonna see my nigga. It's over.
Gotta wait till the Giants, man, in September.
Hell yeah, word, man. Just wait for the Giants, man. Like,
but that's dope. Y'all thought about that. We're gonna have meaningful basketball games and football in the fall, y'all. That's pretty
football,
dope,
man. Football ain't been hitting the same since they did that bullshit to Cap, man. Like, I still watch it.
Yeah, I don't know why everybody still. Yo, I don't know how. I always hate like ain't really tapping into football like that. Ain't no black owners like that, and dudes it's just certain shit I never really.
Yeah. I mean, I understand.
I feel you. Yeah, a lot of people say that. It's just the thing. Like, as I gotten older, it's like, yo, football Sunday, being at home, like it's just something about it, man. Like, yo, it is needed. But when they did that shit to Kaepernick, I did take a year off.
Yeah, that was.
Came back last season. It was easy to take a year because the Giants was trash. You know what I'm saying? So
like, right. Been trash for a little minute too.
Y'all got your dog. Y'all got your homie man Breeze. He in trouble out
here. Shit, yo, man, that's just fucking nut. Yeah, he got himself.
It just goes to show you, people don't get it, yo. Like people don't get it.
Disappointed. Like, a lot of people disappointed in that, man.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp, man. Shout out to Shannon Sharp, yo.
What you said?
Damn shit fell on me, man. I lost my train of thought. But shout out to Shannon Sharp, man. He was just like, yo, like on the show, he just like, yo, like you should go retire now because like your teammates not gonna have your back, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for your teammates to sit up there and try try to be loyal to you after that. You know what I'm saying? And he just was, he was giving a lot of information in regards to like World War II and the military back around that time. I didn't know they had segregated military. I didn't know that when black soldiers came home from war, they still was being killed with their war uniforms on. I never knew
that's
all of
crazy.
that. Like, yo, like, fam, like, it's crazy, yo. That's why I said, yo, he said World War II, they had segregated armies. You know what I'm saying? Black people were still coming home after fighting in the war, after fighting for the country, mind you, still being killed.
That's what I'm saying.
Still being killed because of the color of their skin in their war uniforms. You know what I'm saying? Not allowed the GI Bill, not allowed to go to school, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. He put a lot of that in the atmosphere, in which I did some more research on, and I'm gonna continue to do some more research as well. But yo, it's just wild. And more or less his whole standpoint was the flag, when I don't understand why people can't get the shit through their head. It's not about the flag.
It's never about the flag.
It's about this motherfucker putting his knee on this man's neck for 8 minutes and killing him. You know what I'm saying? On a camera phone, dog. So it's just like, yo, it's like the endless lives that we done lost at the hands of police brutality, at the hands of racist bigots. It's like, yo, this is what we're talking about. This is what Colin was talking about all along. You know what I'm saying?
All along, man.
And he's just taking like, the whole with the flag. It don't got nothing to do with that shit, man.
And it's this crazy because, like, damn, like, it just like a dude just got killed. You just seen this man get killed. And you hear everybody saying, like, damn, we should apologize to Colin Kaepernick because this is what he was talking about. Yeah. And you still fix yourself to say the shit that you said. It's like, and then you're gonna give an apology. Yo, fuck all these apologies, man. Yeah. Like, yo.
Yeah, fuck the apologies, but more like, and then you saw your man Jake Fromm said that shit. Elite white people should be the only ones to purchase guns and shit like that. I don't know if you said that.
Like, yo, come on, my nigga. Like, what?
Yeah. But more or less, I'm tired of all the apologies. Like, I'm at work, I'm getting all these emails about these town halls and all this shit.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like, I appreciate all of that, but you know, this was happening with Rodney King. You know, this was happening with Amadou Diallo. Yeah. This was happening with Sean Bell. Yeah. Like, I can keep going on and on and on and on.
Go on and on, yo.
With Mike Brown. Like, this ain't the first time this happened, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like, I appreciate all of that, but you should have been tapping into this long before that. And on top of that, you doing this, we kind of getting off subject, but it's all good. No, you doing this more or less because everybody else is doing it, so it seemed forced. But I'm like, you could have put these statements out when you saw him get killed too, like before the protests and all that. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So it's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. People be doing shit for trend, man. It be real trendy, and it's like, yo, this ain't the thing to trend. Like, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Right now, everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything is weeded out right now. You know what I mean? Even the picture that he put up was crazy, terrible, dog. Like, the whole picture, the whole Google picture that he put up. Like, there's so many people that's just been retracting their statement and shit like that. Like, it just doesn't. The picture that he put up, even on Instagram, you go on his Instagram right now, just the picture that he put up.
Oh yeah, with that 2 hands and shit.
Yeah, with the hands.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, fuck out of here, Drew.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of things. Even the situation with I think Virgil, and it's so many.
Yeah.
People. If you don't know what you're saying or what you're doing right now, just like, you might as well just not say nothing. You know
Yeah. And yo, I ain't mad at Virgil, yo. Like, yo, he donated more than me. I only donated 45. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can't say nothing about that, man. Like, yo, like,
yeah. It's two-sided. It's two-sided for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, them bum-ass off-white kicks, all these motherfuckers going crazy for.
I never fucked with them shits, yo.
Them shits is trash. Yeah. However, majority of us is buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he's obligated to do it.
Yeah. But I feel you.
That's what he do. But at the same token,
but it wasn't even about that.
Like, we making you rich, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, come on, man.
It wasn't even about the $50 too. I think a lot of people looked into that just because, you know, it was funny because they think
they say he donated more. He said he donated more though.
Right. It wasn't even more about that. I think he had put up something just about, like, you know, streetwear brands and yada yada yada, because basically he had a
because they tore down the
his other friends. Yeah, exactly. He had tore down his other joint, but he was just like, oh, no worries, we're fine, we're good. And then he got how you motherfucker, how can people just be so, and all this what the loot and yada yada yada, just going crazy. And then you get into that feelings, you say something that you ain't want to, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't want to say. So it's just like, say what you mean.
I seen that. Like, I seen that, yo. I seen a lot of celebs doing that, and that's what I be telling my people's, like, because even when I group chats, some of my mans is like, yo, why they ain't saying nothing? It's like, it's cool if a celebrity say something.
Yeah, it'd be an activist.
But yo, they celebrities, man. Like, we holding them too high, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, at the end of the day, B, so.
Our belief in them is way bigger than our belief in us, and that shit gotta stop too. Sometimes.
And that's where the hell we go wrong at, for sure. Yeah. Only people I can sit down and listen to is Killer Mike. I can sit down and listen to Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Killer Mike is knowledgeable, man. Yo, that nigga, Killer Mike, yo, he's a very knowledgeable brother, B. Yo, he know a lot of shit, man. Like, I just be listening to the stuff he be talking. I'm like, yo, nah. This nigga's smart. Like, this is a smart dude, yo.
Yeah. I can listen to the Amanda Seales chick sometimes.
Sometimes she go off.
Sometimes she be OGing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can listen to her sometimes, but it's a select few. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yo, it's like all these apologies. Like Trina too. She was another one. Trina. Like, yo, come on, B. Like people be out of touch. Yo, like people get money and just become out of touch, and it's like.
And I think the thing that pissed me off about that whole thing, right, was they had Trick Daddy. He was trying to this nigga could barely get a sentence.
He was trying to reel it back in.
Yeah. But,
she was just loud and wrong.
He could barely articulate, so that made it even worse because it seemed like she just was overpowering him in the conversation and shit. But you know what I'm saying? More or less, man. That's why I said it before. I said it in our group text, man. We cannot sustain anything because we're not loyal to it. We're not loyal enough. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
We're not loyal enough to sustain shit. So
right.
It's unfortunate. Hopefully we will be, but right now.
We got it. We got it.
Yeah, man.
We got to do the work.
Yeah, we got off the sports, you know what I'm saying? But what else we talking about? We talked about basketball. I know boxing returned June 9th. Anybody anticipating like June 9th, you know what I'm saying? It's like fights coming on this weekend, but they're in Mexico, but they ain't like nobody that's like kind of prominent. So, but they was fighting too, and like I forgot the other country where they was fighting, but they've been fighting though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Testing people as they come in. You know what I mean? But any kind of fights we anticipating on the boxing side?
Yeah. I know I'm not anticipating anything with Mike Tyson or Evander Holyfield. I know that much. I don't want to see none of that, man. I love Mike. I don't want to see it, man.
Yeah. Definitely believe that.
I want to see Tank, man. Truthfully, like that's.
I want to see him fight Ryan Garcia. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah.
That's what I'm anticipating. That's what I want to see. I would like to see that, man. But
yeah, I want to see all the welterweights go at it. Terrence Crawford, all them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah. And hopefully this dude Deontay Wilder, man, can get some get back with Tyson Fury.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? But outside of that, man, you know what I'm saying? Moving on, man, to our HBCU Spotlight, a new segment we kind of implementing in our transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta hit him with that spotlight, my brother.
What's up, man? We talk about Virginia Union today.
Yes, sir.
First, that's where I met Ella at, man. Like, it's where we.
Alma mater, baby.
Yeah, man. You know, I only did 2 years, but yo, man, it was a good 2, B.
Home of the Panthers, baby. Shout out to Virginia
man. Home of the
Union,
Panthers. Man. You got home of the first black governor since Reconstruction, L. Douglas Wilder.
Douglas Wilder, for sure.
And he a bruh. But yeah.
His little ass. That's my guy, though.
He's East Squad bros, man. Word, man. But Virginia Union is definitely known for, like, its theology, its school of theology. Whenever I tell any reverend or anybody that I went to Virginia, like, they love Virginia Union. Like, seriously, like, they go crazy. Like, yeah, man. Theology go crazy for Union, man. Like,
that's actually how the school works. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, go ahead. What else? Like, I went to Virginia Union because it was either there or community college, B. Like, Virginia Union looked out for your boy, man. They accepted me. Like, my dickhead ass, when I took the LSAT, B, I'm not the LSAT, I'm wild. When I took the SAT, it was like, I was putting the schools that I was picking were schools that my favorite basketball players went to. So I couldn't get in those schools, B. I had UNC up there. I had Wake Forest. Like, I didn't get a call from none of them, B. But I got that nice envelope from Virginia Union. That's right. I'm happy I went to that. I think I went to a college fair at the Adam Clayton Powell building, B, at the State building, yo.
Okay,
okay. I ever did, B. Yo, shout out to Virginia Union. They gave your man a shot. They got me hood. I was like, yo, my man Charles Oakley went there. I'm out there,
man.
Ben Wallace. Shout out to Ben Wallace too, man.
Yeah, and shout out to Ben Wallace.
Yeah, man.
Word, man.
Ben Wallace.
It was actually a merger of like two schools back in 1899. Richmond Theological Institute and the Wayland Cemetery. So they merged to, you know what I'm saying, construct VU and all that. You know what I mean? Of course, notable alum Ben Wallace, Charles Oakley, you know what I'm saying? L. Douglas Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Samuel Proctor, you know what I'm saying?
The Reverend Jeremiah Wright. Yeah,
right.
We got him too. He the bros too.
So that's some great times back in our union days, man. You know what I mean? And more or less, when we do these spotlights, we're going to give a story on our account of, you know what I'm saying, things we've been through while at union, right? So the first story we're going to kind of detail is freshman year in Gunner Room. Gunner Room used to be the hangout, you know what I'm saying? So man. I don't know how many of us in there, probably like 7, 8.
Yeah.
Dollars. Mike, shout out to my boy Dollars, man. Tay Dollars, my nigga.
Yeah, Tay Dollars, what up? This is before Dre and them got there, so it was me,
Dre and Mike. Yeah. Before
it was Mike Portis.
Portis, Mikey.
Yeah.
Was it Mikey? I don't know if he was with us that day. But I know
he probably was in his room sleeping. No, that niggas just stay in the room.
Carlton.
Yeah, definitely Smith was in there.
And we just chilling like a normal day, like every day. That's how every day was a Friday for us in there chilling.
Facts.
And
we got the door open.
We got the door open, wilding as usual. And we just see like a group of dudes, like it's like 12 or 13 dudes walking through the double doors.
And it's only 3 rooms back there. It's my room, it's L room, it's P room, and like I don't even think P was there yet, but that was P from Westchester. Yeah. Shout out to P.
P from Westchester.
Yo,
that nigga was the hardest, B. He's a tough dude.
With the lighter, with the ceiling. That's better.
Remember he set up ghetto like, yo, I'm ghetto like using the lighter to burn your name in the ceiling.
Yeah, that shit was everywhere after with the locks dropped that joint on the tape. Yeah,
hell my gosh. That was the Rockefeller versus the Rough Rider beef.
Yeah, man.
Freestyles.
Yeah, dog. You're telling our age too, but it's all good.
Yeah, facts. But yo, yeah, man. So we see like 10 dusty cats come through. They got the big baggy Coogis on, you know. So you already know. We looking at these like, what the fuck? These niggas don't go here.
Word.
So they looking at our room. They already see our room. You know, our room is lit. So they looking. They walk right back through the double door.
They had to keep it moving. Word.
So we looking. We like, oh, what the fuck is this? We ain't think nothing of it. 10 minutes later, my man Tim, he was an RA on our floor, right?
Nah, he wasn't an RA yet.
He wasn't an RA yet.
I think he just got out like the shower or some shit.
All right, I think Pew was the RA. Yeah, Pew was the RA.
Yeah.
Never seen that nigga. Anyway. Yo, Tim just got out the shower. And so I don't know what happened. We come in my room like, yo, man, niggas like ran in my room and took my shit. We didn't know what was happening because his roommate was in there. Like, I don't know if they pressed his roommate or if he didn't see him. Like, I don't know what happened, but they took his shit. And so now we all, you know what I'm saying, we all riding for Tim. Like, but that's the love, that's the dope shit about being in the same dorm, being on the same floor. Like, we didn't have to, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's our man's. Niggas ain't coming up in our house. Just came up in our house. They took my man chain. So now we going to the game room. We getting pool balls. We getting all types of shit. we running out the doors. We trying to chase the cats. It was in a parking lot.
It was in a van, in the parking lot.
In a minivan in the parking lot. Yo, we breaking the windows. We throwing shit at the van and all.
Nigga, I'm in thong flip-flops.
Hell yeah. Nigga,
you needed them just to get in the shower. Nigga, my shit popped and all that. Y'all almost sprained my ankle, yo. Yeah, I was tight, yo. But it was so crazy. Like, this is pre-beef with DC dudes and all of this.
Yeah.
Football dudes. This is pre all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we all just seen the van and we just started running, chasing
everybody.
And it seemed like, yo, the shit took forever. Like, they could not get out of.
They can't get out of it.
I think they went to the Birches, we still met them back there, and they could not get out the area.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because we was out there throwing shit. We was cracking. We definitely bashed that window, yo. That window was broken.
Yo, and it's so funny, right? Because I think Dollars was out there for a little bit, but he might have dipped afterwards. He wasn't out there when
I think
was
he
running
did, yo.
So we all get back and shit. Niggas all tired. My flip flops all busted, so it's a wrap for them shits. I'm pissed. And you know, niggas broke back then. So you can't, ain't like you could just go to the Walmart right there.
Yeah.
They only was like $1, but more or less like
we ain't got no cars, yo. We ain't no car.
So everybody tired of shit. Niggas telling the story. Nigga Dollar's like, yo, what's wrong with y'all niggas, man? Y'all doing all of that shit? We ain't even fuck with him like that. I was like, yo. I said, damn, y'all think about that shit? Like he came and was like, yo, thank y'all and all of this shit afterwards. Like I was thinking about that shit, like, damn, like we really ain't fuck with him like that to be doing all of that shit. I'm glad
it was too early, man. Yeah, like we was on our New York shit, bro. Right. Like he was just in the dorm, like Tim, my man, though. But yeah, we really did. Niggas jumped out the window for Tim.
I'm glad they ain't had to swim me, yo, because we was on the front lines. It would have been a wrap.
Yo, facts, yo, facts. Yo, another funny joint. One more. Remember that time this nigga Carlton, I don't know what he did to Sko, but we pulled up in front of the calf, and the nigga Sko was like, yo, man, this busted nigga right here. And I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, what are you talking to? So about this busted nigga right here. Nigga said, nigga, I'm talking to you. My nigga, you ain't talking to me, my nigga. I ain't no busted, my nigga. I'm talking to you too. Yo, man, me holding it down for Carlton, man. Yeah, I got called a buster.
How many times did that happen, yo? Oh my gosh, yo. Yo, and all right, last one, piggybacking off of Carlton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got these shits for days. Piggybacking off of Carlton. Black College Weekend.
Oh!
I forgot where we was at. We in a parking lot. He wilding. Mm-hmm. And then a nigga there, I think a nigga with his chick or something like that. I forgot how it was. And the nigga was like, yo, get your man. Cause I'm about to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, I'm damn.
I don't remember the story fully because I was twisted.
Yo, we was all twisted, B.
Luckily, I was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did what I had to do. I'm like, yo, Carlton, like, get behind me, yo. Mm-hmm. I forgot who went over and talked to him.
Yeah.
So the dude calmed down or whatever the case may have been. But I'm just saying, more or less, like, we was in a lot of them situations because Carlton was damn.
Yo, Carlton to have you in them situations, B.
And luckily, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Smitty.
Yeah, word. Shout out to Smitty. Ugly ass. Word.
Shit, man. Oh, you ain't get the CIAA Smitty that I got that year.
I heard about it though.
That's my man. That's why I love him. Like he almost got me killed in CI, man.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, yo, I'm gonna have to back out and get it cracking with these, because you know what I'm saying? Like he was wilding, yo. Dude was like, yo, dogs, get this motherfucker away from me, yo. It's crazy, man. But we was in
the Malibu and pineapples, man. Yeah, that's when niggas had them supersized cups of Malibu and pineapple on that road, man.
We gotta say that story for the next one, man.
Yes, man. We're gonna save all of those, man. The 7-Eleven trips and all that.
Yeah, word. After the parties and shit. Yeah. Yo, man.
Shout out to my man Mark Goodwin too, B.
Oh man, Mark.
My man Mark rode in the trunk.
Word.
Yo, we was going to the club. We ain't had no space. My man Mark got in the trunk. Nigga hopped out like he got kidnapped.
Yo, damn, yo, we could write a book about this shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Put a fucking TV series together, man.
Yo, facts. Yeah, need a web series of that shit, man.
Any final thoughts, man, before we get up out of here, man?
Definitely. We want to shed a spotlight on Breonna Taylor, of course. R.I.P.
Yes.
To her. Just a shout out to a black woman too as well. One right here, Tanel V. She's black. She's actually the one that actually protested against her. She started the protest out in Brooklyn. So Tanel V. Shout out to her. She was the one that started it. Hundreds of people showed up for her different protests. She's in Brooklyn. That was a protest that was in Brooklyn. So shout out to her. Definitely.
Oh, she from out there. She from out here.
Yeah.
So dope. And that was another thing homie was saying, the councilman was saying, he was like, you know, it was protests coming and people setting up protests and we didn't know any of these groups. So he was like, so we was the first ones there on the ground to see who these people was coming into our neighborhood with their protests so we could vet them. And I'm like, yo, that's that's real, yo. Like, cause you know, there's so many people with the movement. Like, we don't know who's with the movement and who's against it or who's just out here and this stuff. So you really gotta vet. You really gotta vet them, yo. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? He was sharing that information. I definitely appreciated that on it. And it was just like that call we was on. There was just so much stuff that I learned from like NYPD. They're like, yo, man, it's a shame. Like, it's crazy because like NYPD, you know, at the top, he was just saying like, there's no people of color at the top, and then there were all people of color at the top. Like there'd be like certain like seminars and stuff that everybody go to. It's not mandatory, so you know you think you ain't got to go. They like when you don't go, that's when they ease you out. And he's like, so much crazy shit that the NYPD do. Like it's like they're just they're getting like they get training from the Israeli military. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about you getting training from the Israeli military that's using tactics on the Palestinians. So you using the tactics that they teaching you that they use on the Palestinians, who they've been going to war with like forever. Yeah. And you apply those same tactics to citizens, B. Like, that shouldn't be.
Probably prohibited in the States too, on top of that.
Exactly. So that shouldn't be, yo. But, you know, so it's just a lot of stuff, man. Yo, final thoughts, just research, man. That's all you can do, yo. Dig. Don't take anything at face value. If you see something, you see it's a lot of information that's online and all that. Right. A lot of shit be false. Yo, you got to actually research it yourself, yo. Yeah, like, because cats were sending me articles talking about some white man owned the term Black Lives Matter and all that. And I'm sitting there going back and forth. And it just took me like one Google search to realize, like, this is a bullshit article. Yeah, that's another like, tool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how couldn't you, like, why are you sitting here arguing with me over this? And you ain't even, you can go online to see if this was real or not.
Another thing that we got to be careful with, too. Like, the back and forth of, like, sometimes of us. Like, at the end of the day, we all in this together, too. But your information, everybody's information got to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And all of that stuff, and that's why we just trying to we here too to have these conversations, and that's exactly why we formed this joint.
Yeah, but hold your man accountable, yo. Like, ask your man, yo, when you got that, you know, you ain't playing them or nothing. They ain't trying to make them feel bad. We need the right information, man. We can't be out here spreading fucking lies. We ain't Russia. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Like, just gotta have conversations and bring something to the table. Like, everybody brings something to the table, especially as black men too. Even as we just go so off of everything, we just gotta start having conversations and build it forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it costs you nothing to do your research, you know what I'm saying? Do your own due diligence as you would do for, you know what I'm saying, anything that you desire, you know what I'm saying? Do your research on that too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We touched on it. Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. She would have turned 27 today. If you don't know the background on it, Louisville, cops did a legal raid at her home, shot and killed her while she was asleep. She was asleep.
In bed,
in bed with her boyfriend, shot and killed her. Illegal raid, wrong house.
No knock warrant. Like, I don't even know why they still got them shits, man. Like,
how is some shit still in existence? But this is Louisville. This is Louisville on top of that. Yeah. So.
Oh, speaking of that, yo, it's like it was some I seen, like, if people were saying, it was something I seen, peaceful protest for George Floyd in what was that, Vigor, Texas. And people's online like, yo, do not go to that protest. This is a setup. That town is known for being racist, a KKK town. It's a sundown town. I never heard of a sundown town in my life, but a sundown town is, if you black, you got to be out of town when the sun is down. And so they got
them shits in existence?
Still got them shits. They still got them shits. And they were saying it's like right off of I-10, like, because the lady was posting it like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We trying to throw a peaceful protest for George. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, yo, please, if you black, do not go. Because that is a setup. So, yo, man, you got to look out for that, too. It's crazy. It's shit like this going on. Like, they were showing protesters. A dude pulled up in a car and tried to put some kind of, like, explosive device in the middle of the street. And niggas threw it right back in his car. It exploded. But, yo, it's like, it's crazy. Be like, one white dude, before we get up out here, one white dude was talking about how black people beat him up at the protest. He was like, I was in my car screaming all lives matter. You seen that nigga with the crossbow?
With the bow and arrow and shit. Yeah. Beat the shit out of his stupid ass.
Talking about, I came down here to protect the police. Who the fuck need to protect the police? Like, why do they need to be protected? Like what, yo? Like, people be out of their mind,
the reason why we're protesting, because they,
like,
what the fuck you think?
Some of these racist people out their mind, yo.
Like, that mental, they be bugging. That mental shit, man.
Like, shit is wild, yo. But yeah, man. This is a great episode, fellas. Like,
my brothers, man.
Everybody
stay safe out there, man. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get some some people talking in soon later on, just coming in with the Black Lives Matter movement. Just doing anything that we could as far as a brand as us, because we all holding each other accountable at the end of the day and seeing what we can do, bringing on some people, having conversations with them, and keeping this thing moving forward, man. Making sure we do exactly what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward. So.
Say no more.
Man.
So, to the next one, my brothers. You already know.
Let's go.
Only everybody go ahead. Promotionusonly.us. My Mills brand, my handle at Mills Brand, MILLZ brand on Instagram. At promotionusonly.pod on Instagram as well, and Promotion Use Only TV on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, share, whatever you guys want to do. And we open to all conversations as well. We're going to start doing that as well soon later on. So, brothers to y'all want to tap in, get y'all socials in.
Nah, man. Coach_Brooklyn, man. But, you know, outside of that, man, y'all be safe out there, man. Continue to fight, man.
Word, Manhattan Brown, yo. Continue to fight. If you want to look up them House resolutions I was talking about, you can find that on congress.gov. You know what I'm saying? And just like, yo, man, continue digging, yo. Use your shovel, B. Just dig and find, like, every piece of research you can. Just make sure you vet shit, yo.
Of course, man.
Bullshit. That's it.
Of course, man. Research, for sure. You already know.
Peace. Shout out till next week, y'all. One love.
One time.
Peace.